Hey guys, how's it going today? Thanks for joining me. So in this video, going straight to the purpose, it is to teach you guys how to prevent people from changing into creative mode, and that includes yourself. So as the owner of a Realms world, you might have noticed that even though you lock the game mode, you as the owner always will have the ability to go into creative mode. Now, if you have self-discipline, this is an issue. However, after maybe a week or two, some people may be going into creative mode to get that one or two items that you really need, but are just too lazy to go work for. Now, I'm not saying everybody has this problem, but I'm saying a lot of people, including myself, might fall into temptation. Now, after scouring the internet for a little bit, I wasn't able to find a solution I was satisfied with. So after combining a few ideas, I was able to make a few set of commands that prevented myself from going into creative mode. Now, full disclosure, there's no 100% way to prevent this, but you can definitely deter yourself with several steps from going into this creative mode. And now it's raining, so let me do a quick weather clear. Sorry about that. So anyway, let me get straight into it. So there's two ways to do this. The first way is rather simple. Let me go into creative mode real quick since I haven't activated this. Is to constantly have a command block making the game mode survival for everyone at a distance of 100,000 or less. That's what those two dots stand for, is within that radius. But I feel like this isn't a sure way, because technically you could go beyond this distance and then it wouldn't happen anymore. So, and it's constantly upping the game mode. So you couldn't even go into spectator mode if you wanted to. Now the way I wanted to do it was this way. 3 command blocks. The first one is /execute. /execute is kind of like test if in the old days, but it's been since updated. So execute if the entity, all players, game mode equals creative. So this will test and constantly be checking if anyone is in creative mode or becomes creative mode. So if it detects somebody, it'll go to the next command block, which is chain and conditional, because it's conditional if the first command block's conditions are met, and this is always active. So it will update game mode for everyone back to survival. So if you're in spectator mode, you'll be okay. Only in creative mode it will happen. And then the final command block is just a little touch. It basically tells everyone that, sorry, this is not allowed, and that this is a vanilla map. And this is also chain, conditional, and always active. And just to go back, the first one is on repeat, is unconditional, and needs redstone to power. So if I put redstone here, I go into survival mode automatically, and I get the message right there on the bottom. Now if I try to go into game mode creative, I can't. Now I could say, sure, you could go ahead and mine this block and go back into creative mode. Yeah, sure, you could do that. But what if you surrounded this with bedrock? Then if you're in creative survival mode, you could no longer mine these, and it would prevent you. The next way to undo what you did is to use target block and change it into air. Like, sure, you could do that too. Or if you really wanted to prevent yourself, you could move the blocks from this area to an unknown location so you couldn't find it anymore. And then the only way to prevent it would be to disable command blocks in the realm settings. So like I said, there is no 100% way to prevent yourself from going into creative mode, but there are ways to deter yourself from doing that. And I felt like this might be one of the easier ways. One is you could put a set of nether blocks, obsidian, above the redstone. And then that way it would take you until diamond level to mine through these to undo what you did. So I will put the commands for these inside a description. So if you do want to kind of deter yourself from going into creative mode, I felt like this might be the easiest way. Just hide it somewhere underground, forget about it, and that way you can play in vanilla mode without the temptation of easily changing to creative within game. You would actually have to exit the game to disable command blocks. So anyway, that was basically it for this video. I hope you found it helpful and hope it helps with your self-discipline. Alright, thanks so much, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!